Hey everybody, SPAZ here. This is not a power pop video. This is basically a pop night road trip video. I'm going to try to make it quick. Pop night started way back when we had Pop Sided magazine. And a bunch of us writers for the magazine would get together when a new issue came out, which was every 3 months. And we'd all discuss the issue. We'd talk about new pop music. We'd share pop music. After the magazine folded in like 99, I guess, we started just getting together once a month, and then it turned into every week or every couple weeks. And it's just basically 4, 5, 6 guys getting together. There's me, my friend Jim, our friend Sean, our friend Frank, our friend Mike, our friend Jeff. There used to be a different Mike that used to come along. And but pretty much the core 4 or 5 guys have been doing this for close to 20 years. Then it became Pop Night Road Trip, where we would drive up to the Bay Area and we would hit the Amoeba record stores, we would hit Rasputin's and the Streetlight Records up there, and we would try to cram in as many as we could within like a 36-hour period. Now that I'm in Sacramento, they drove out to Sacramento. We hit a record store here, Dimple Records. Drove out to Berkeley, hit stores out there. Stayed with our friends Debbie and Roger in Scotts Valley. Headed to San Francisco, hit more shops there. We hit shop in Campbell. We hit a shop in San Jose, and then I came home. They went back down and they hit Amoeba in L.A. That's my favorite store, Amoeba Music in L.A. I unfortunately could not make it because I'm up here in Sacramento. That's the story. Now I'm going to show you what I got on this road trip, and I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible because there's a lot to go through. So I'm going to start off with, real fast, who doesn't love Wall of Voodoo? Basically, this is the Wall of Voodoo recorded output with Stan Ridgway. Plus, I happen to get a bunch of Stan Ridgway solo things as well. And I've searching for more, and I have more that I've purchased recently as well. So that's that. First 3 Pretenders albums. These are the extended deluxe editions with bonus tracks or bonus discs. There you go there. Who doesn't need novelty songs? I'm not talking specifically like Weird Al. I'm talking about like old 50s and 60s novelty. Here's a novelty, 3 CD novelty collection. Lots of obscure and fun stuff there. And I decided to get the 20th anniversary of the Dr. Demento stuff, which might have Weird Al, but it's got a lot of the old classic things that we love so much. I got that for a good price. I've been looking for that. That's the Elvis Prince from Another Planet. And this actually is the Madison Square Garden, the day show, the night show, and some DVD extra bonus stuff. And it's got a booklet and everything. I finally found it for a good price. It's been out for a year or two, but I'm glad I have it now. Enzo, orchestral versions of split end songs featuring vocals by Neil Finn and Tim Finn and Dave Dobbin and other people. Ringo Starr 2012. This completes my Ringo studio album collection from 1992 to 2017. So now I have all the studio albums. The Sugar Shop, Yum Yum Delicious. I got 2 Sweet remasters. These are deleted now, and they are excellent. Midyear The Gift. This isn't the 2 CD version. It is the single disc, but it still has bonus tracks. Still need the 2 disc version of that and Answers to Nothing. 2 Great Utopia. Those will be appearing on an episode of But Is It Power Pop? I used to have these. Like I said, a lot of my CDs ended up missing out of my collection. George Winston. Good price on George Winston titles. A couple of them are deluxe editions. And that's soft piano music for if you're feeling extra randy. Let me see. X, Los Angeles. First album, bonus tracks. Expanded bonus track edition. Here's one of the 3 Neil Young boxes. This has 4 discs in it. Time Fades Away appearing for the first time on CD in this box. Here's some great soft pop compilations. Soft Sounds for Gentle People, a series of them, and offshoots of those. That's all really obscure, sort of psych folk, soft pop. Okay, here's another box. I got that Lindsey Buckingham. I'm still looking for Go Insane on CD. That's like his biggest selling album, and it's deleted. 2 Stereo Association albums. Paul Buchanan, solo album from the singer from the Blue Nile. It's just vocal and piano, and it's awful repetitive, but I do love him, so I needed to get that. Here is the new Belinda Carlisle. This is her chant album. It's all chanting, pop chanting, but it's still chanting. Some people are going to have an issue with that. I finally found the 2 CD version of Spike. There's still a couple Elvis Costello 2 CD Rhino editions I need to find, but I'm glad I found that one. I also found a few other Elvis Costello for relatively cheap. North, and then the album he did with Alan Toussaint, and then When I Was Cruel. Those are there. I love the Captain Oi label, and here's a collection by the Depressions. It's all, I don't even think they had an album. Maybe they did, but a lot of songs on there. Old classic punk. I know most people will think this is out of my wheelhouse, but I did find 2 Dire Straits remasters. Flash in the Pan, this is a collection. I have all their albums and stuff, but this is a neat little collection, and I figured somewhere along the line I'm going to find somebody who would appreciate, and it was only $3. Here is a John Fox and the Maths album, The Shape of Things, and that is now in my collection. Here's 3 CDs by Free Design. I have to get the original albums, but there's 3 of those. I got 3 releases, 3 remasters actually, from Genesis, all reasonably priced. Everything else was too expensive. There's the other one there, and then there were 3. And the first one does not have a DVD. It's just a remaster, but the other 2 are like the remix with DVD and all that fun stuff. Even though I had this before, the Barry Gibb, found it as a good price, and ironically enough, it's the deluxe edition, which I don't think I've seen around very often, and that's got 3 bonus tracks, and that's really cool. I got 2, count them, 2 Go-Betweens 2 CD expanded editions, and that's always nice. I found The Happenings. This is basically 2 of their collections on one disc, and I believe it removes any doubles, so got a lot of good tracks there. I got 2 Harper's Bazaar releases. Those are them right there, and that's Sunshine Pop. You know, they had the hit version of Feeling Groovy, the 59th Street Bridge song, the Simon & Garfunkel song. Well, they had that big harmony-laden hit with it. And 2 different Lee Hazelwood compilations. And those are nice. This is essentially the first 4 Jackson 5 albums. The first 4 studio albums on 2 discs. I used to have this one, and this one. This one right here. And I had those back in the early 70s because I was a big fan of the Jackson 5. I don't know if they did Michael Jackson versions like this, but I'd like to get some of his early albums. I'm usually not a big collector of like, you know, greatest hits things. I like to get the original albums, hear the songs within the context of the album. But these I grew up with, so I'm glad to have those. This was the only Billy Joel remaster I did not have, An Innocent Man, so now I have that. I bought 3 different Elton CDs. I bought Blue Moves, the remaster, 2 CD set. I bought the Empty Sky one with 4 bonus tracks. And this one, I'm not a big fan of the album, but it is the remaster with bonus tracks, and it was only $1.95, so sticking with the past. Leo Cocky Time Step. I've been looking for that on CD, and every time I see it, it's too expensive. This time, $4.99 was not too expensive. Here is a remaster of the first Lilac Time album featuring Stephen Duffy. It has bonus tracks, so I'm glad to track that down. Here is the Love Generation and that's out of print. That's great little 60s pop stuff. Here's one I was looking for. Well, a lot of these I was looking for, obviously, and I found them. But here's one, a little pricey. It's out of print. I don't know when it's going to be remastered and reissued. It's probably going to be remastered and reissued the minute I show it to you. But it's Paul McCartney, London Town. This is the version with 2 bonus tracks. And that's one of my all-time favorite McCartney albums. Thank you, me. I got 2 Monty Python remasters for cheap. I got Don't Worry, I'm Almost Done. And then you can go back to sleep. I got 2 Pet Shop Boys remasters. One's a 3 CD set, one's a 2 CD set. 2 of the later albums with a bunch of bonus tracks like remixes, B-sides, demos, non-album tracks, previously unreleased stuff. And that's going to be fun listening. I don't know when I'm ever going to have a chance to listen to all this stuff, which means I should really become a monk. Here is the best of the 1910 Fruit Gum Company, which is great bubblegum pop. And everyone knows I love Sunshine and bubblegum. Here is Chris Rea Espresso Logic. The domestic one came out of this. That's the one you always find in used. This is the UK version with the UK track listing. So I was happy to get that for $1.95. This, not a huge REM fan, but I do love the stuff up through like Life's Rich Pageant. And Dead Letter Office was a collection of B-sides and rarities and stuff. And none of these B-sides ended up on the remasters that came out. So I wanted to get the UK version of this because it was remastered over the American one. Royal Guardsman 2 albums. Everybody loves Snoopy versus the Red Baron. Well, here's that and a whole lot more on 1 CD. Cursed is foiled again. I found not only 4 Saint Etienne deluxe editions, Saint Etienne there, but I also found the new album from Saint Etienne. I also picked up Boskag's the remaster of Silk Degrees. And 2 more here. Picked up the Smiths' Queen is Dead. I only picked up, this is the expanded edition. I only picked up the 2 CD version because the 4-disc version had a live disc, and I don't care about live stuff, and a DVD, and I'm probably not going to watch that. So this was good enough because it has the whole album, plus it has demos and B-sides. And that's really good. And finally, to top it all off, last but not least, speaking of expanded remasters, Spandau Ballet Through the Barricades. This is the extended version with loads of bonus material. Well, actually, I don't know if it's loads, but, like extended stuff. And there's a DVD on the documentary plus videos and stuff. So, but that's it for now. Smell you later.